Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blingin' she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I old producers saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause the hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blingin' she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away. I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today. Thought it'd take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food. Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blingin' she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blingin' she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos.
I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become. Eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end on myself. I was shut down and all drained out. I was lost, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they saying. This is who I am. This is who I am now.
All right. Shall we? This music is so loud. Let's just the music so I can have a little focus. We can talk about the portfolio, see what's going down this month in the month of November. We have pretty good month actually. I think overall in E-Trade, my E-Trade portfolio, end of the month we made, 20% or 13%. Sorry, we're up 20% overall, which is pretty good, and then up 5% at the beginning of the month. So really, it was a good month. It was a very good month in the stock market. Lots of, just lots of good stuff going down. So, what? Anybody coming into the stream? We're just talking about my portfolio. There's 3 people, maybe. I don't know. I might count as myself as one, so potentially. Let's just start going through the portfolio. Here we go. We got just down the list. If you first time here, the name of most recent additions. We'll go into the actual E-Trade portfolio in a second, just in case there's more, more names that I completely forgot about, which is very possible. Anyways, let's get into the returns. Returns for the month, that's what we're looking for. See which stocks perform the best. Of course, we have AMD actually. I'll tell you what, I traded AMD today. Made, I think, $100 on it because it just kept running. If we look at the daily chart, if I can spell. Apparently ADM is not. Their chart, I mean, up 6% during the day. That's really good. So anyway, up 24% on the month. American Express, something I just didn't really expect to be up that much this month, but pretty good. Moving to Delta Airlines. Airlines are coming back up with news of the vaccine happening. That's so if you could get any airlines or travel you could get in right now if you really wanted to, and probably be set. Etsy. That was a similar name to Pinterest that I found. I thought a lot of people would be in it. It was also showed up on one of my scanners in one of the video. They were 20%, 7% this month. I mean, not bad. We have JP Morgan up only 17%. Love or Southwest 20%. Again, airlines just coming up. EBA. I don't know why they're up so much. Ah, nice. We went on to Pinterest, 20% again for this month. That's great. Up 176% overall with Pinterest. I actually adjusted my position there slightly. I bought more of them because why not? Performance 1 month apparently only 2%, but up 83% overall. I think I got in a little late, a little near the highs with Pinterest when I added to my position. But anyway, we got Cure. Up 17%. A lot of pharmaceuticals coming up. Roku. People just want to go to Roku, right? If you're trying to stream and watch something on the TV, you're going to do it on Roku during times like this, or Amazon or Google TV, whatever you want to do it. Anyway, up 1% for them for the month and up 98% overall. Can't complain about that. Space 50% for the month, but only up 44%. So they were down at the end of last month. The other stock that I just added that I'll get into in just a second, we have Seagate Technologies up 21%. They finally recovered after their big dip. I happened to buy during earnings, and I was immediately down like 8% because they had bad earnings. But United Airlines, 33% again. Anyway, what I mentioned before, we have Hyliion. I added them to my portfolio. The 1 month performance for them is 24% this month, but I am down 14%. If we look at the chart for them, it's not the best. Not the best. They were doing great. Of last Friday, I was up fine on them. But today they just had to drop 18%, which happens to be more than what I'm down. So if they stayed up at their Friday levels, I would be up on Hyliion, but I'm not. So they're down. 18% of today. A lot of the electric car companies are down today. NIO 6%. We got Tesla. Okay, Tesla's not down that much. Of course it's not. XPEV. That's not XPEV. They're down 8%. So electric car companies are down. They just had a big run up. It's time for them to come down. This sort of. Let's see if we can. We'll look at. I think that's pretty much it for my portfolio. We'll take a look at new additions, things I've gotten rid of. Like I mentioned, Hyliion. I think I added Costco. Is Costco even? Yeah, it's in here. I mean, it's just overall, like, it's been a good month. If you have any questions, toss them in the chat because I feel like I'm just talking to myself, which I don't mind. I talk to myself all the time. Anyway, you have all the airlines, all the travel stocks, they're kind of coming up recently. Just, it's with with vaccine news coming out, a lot of people are looking at the airlines and travel stocks. I think all the hotels are also up a bit. But, I mean, I really just added to my portfolio Hyliion recently. More Pinterest. And we have Run. A Run? Yeah, Run is only up 1%. That is a solar company that I was hoping would be good. They're up only 4%. But let's get into Robinhood because, you know, I just added some things to Robinhood. There's actually a lot of names going on here. I wish I could get rid of this. Anyway, up for the month, 11% in Robinhood. Pretty good. Pretty good. Can I see overall return? No. Total return in dollars. That's not really wanted, but whatever. Roku, again, coming up. I have them both in E-Trade and both in my Robinhood account because it's just a solid name to have, right? Got Amazon, QQQ, Facebook, Starbucks. I mean, all of these things. What's not up? The important things is what's not up right now. We have Baba. Didn't expect them. I think I bought more shares of them today. No, I bought more shares of Amazon today in my Robinhood account. Zynga. I don't know why I still have them. I only have like $20 worth of them, and I'm down with them, and they haven't recovered yet. Docu. I expected this one to perform a bit better. Fiverr just happened to be down a bit today. And then we get into the more interesting thing of what I think everything GDV through through AGG is like my savings account, because I don't think a savings account at 0.6 interest rate is gonna be as nice as these stocks. Let's take a look at BND. We'll take a look at the 5-year chart. $81 to 88. It's only up, what is that? 8% in the past 5 years. It doesn't go up very much, but it has the dividend of 2.3%, and it doesn't really dip. Like, even back when the virus hit, like, it only dipped 87 to 82. What is that percent? That's a very small percent. That's what that matters. And so you don't really lose a lot of money having these very safe bond ETFs replacing a savings account. I just think it makes more sense to make 2.3% rather than 0.6% in a lot of savings accounts. But I just added more to them today. Oh my gosh. Started with GDV, GAB, IEF. These two, GDV and GAB, are actually just, I'm kind of testing the waters because they'll be in a future video. We'll talk about a closed-ended fund, which is what this is. GAB, or GDV. And GAB is also. But they were here. Yeah. So both of them are closed-ended funds. They work similar to open-ended fund, but they pay very high dividends. For example, this one doesn't want to tell me the dividend right off the bat. See if I can find it. No. Cool. Ooh, cool. Nice. GAB, I know, has like a 10% dividend, and it doesn't really move much at all. So I'm kind of fine with that. Even how? Where's the dividend? 9.66% yield on GAB. Pretty good. Pretty good. But of course, I'm not putting much money in them because I don't think they're going to grow. I just don't think they're going to do it. Their dividend, they provide 10% a year in dividends, and they're just not really going to grow other than providing that dividend income. We have IEF. Then as we move down, these are all the 2% very safe ones. IEF, SCH. I'm not going to read them all. It'll be a while. But they all pretty safe. As you can see, my total return on them is, I don't think they include dividends. So my total return just with the stock fluctuating is anywhere from like that 24 cents at the high to 7 cents at the low. I'm fine with a little fluctuation in that. Then we move into new names. I've added PayPal, Square. That was a lot of off of Bitcoin stuff. CGC, because of recent elections, I feel like they might be some legalization coming elsewhere. Maybe not. Maybe. You never know, right? Then, that's kind of it. That's kind of it for the portfolios. We're up 20% this month. Just in E-Trade, we're up 13% this trade. We're up 11% this month on Robinhood. That's all you really like. Not much else is going on in the stock market. We got, let's talk about the future. I wouldn't mind that. The future, I'm thinking about adding more. Someone mentioned the melon. I don't remember his name. Papa Melon in the Discord. He's got a great YouTube channel. You guys can check him out. Probably like, hey, Jelly's in the... I wouldn't call myself a trading god. I was talking about Papa Melon. He's talking about Palantir Industries. Apparently, they're going to be big in data. Headquarters in Denver, my current hometown. So, pretty cool. But anyway, Palantir Technologies is kind of just like a big data analytics to try to get stuff out. Might be one of my new additions. I'd like to get in them sooner, but they're up 200% in the past. What is that, October to November? A month? I'm not about to buy in a stock that's up 200% in the month. Jelly, how was your stream today? Jelly, talking about finance. Person over here, he's the one doing the Twitch god. Oh boy. I joined for a little bit of your stream, but I couldn't pay much attention. I had to get some work done before joining this stream. We're doing this stream. Anyways, but Palantir Technologies, I'm excited. Once they come down, maybe 10 to 20%, I'll get in them. I don't think I should do that right now. They're too high right now. I don't need to show that. Eventually we'll be getting in, but not quite yet. All the other things, I'm looking a lot of EV stocks. That'll probably get added to my portfolio. I don't know which ones yet. I know NIO I talked about. Ford isn't really an EV stock, but they're a solid company. I think they'll hang around for a little bit longer. Maybe. That's Mustang electric Mustang. It's pretty exciting, if I'm honest. So we got NIO coming up, XPEV, and some of the other names I'm just not excited for them because they don't have a car that they're out with yet. Even Fisker, I don't know if they're out yet. Is Fisker, can you... FSR. Ken. Oh. Jelly says, pretty good. Just finished Little Nightmares. That looked like such a wacky looking game. I'll tell you. That looked so strange. And I mean, you're streaming on Twitch. Like people are gonna be horny. That's what they do on Twitch, right? You gotta keep your mustache. I'd vote for keeping the mustache. I agree. I think they made a solid decision. You got to keep it around. You got to make it for everybody to see. You can get that like little emoji thingy. Hey, thanks, Jelly. I would. Okay, Jelly. You're pretty amazing yourself. So I mean, come on. Anyways, we got Fisker. 30th. Wait, today is November 30th. You mean December? There's 31 days in December. Hold on. Yeah. The 30th of November or December? How long are you keeping that mustache for? Today is the 30th. I'm not going mad, am I? Right? Oh, yeah. Fisker. I'll probably add them to my portfolio eventually. I want to see some cars from them. I want to see physical products before I buy into these EVs. I think that's pretty important when it comes to an EV company, or at least a car company anywhere. Any type of company, you kind of need a product. Palantir is sort of different. It's a big data company, which is just strange to kind of talk about because how can you call something a big data something? I don't know. Hold on. Has this stream been... No, it's public. That's weird. It just popped up on the side. I'm just analyzing stream. But anyway, I think you need a product if you're going to start a company and invest in the stock market. I mean, we got Apple. They sell iPhones. We got Ford sells a car. Ferrari sells a car. You can buy them. Ticker symbol RACE. That's kind of a fun... Oh, race stock. Okay. That's kind of cool. You can buy Ferrari if you want to. You could... In 5 years, Ferrari is up 334%. They're not really... actually not doing that bad. I guess people want to buy their fast cars. But we got EVs coming up. It's going to be a good little bubble. This step. No way. EU, a trading. So I've heard good things. I obviously like E-Trade. I like Robinhood. I like Webull. But they are not in the EU. However, in the EU, I believe you can go with interactive brokers. I think you can buy them because it is a global fund, except I'm not sure they're always free. So while TradeStation is TradeStation Global, I know Robinhood, honestly, any sort of smaller investing app, TradeStation is global, that's right, you're right. Any sort of smaller investing app where you can buy fractional shares, I think would be very important for people in the EU. I don't know. Let's see if we can find a little broker. TradeStation Interactive Brokers, yeah. Does Interactive Brokers have fractional? No, they don't have fractional. There's no way they would have that. I lied. Interactive Brokers has fractional shares. Okay. That's actually great, because I've heard lots of good things about Interactive Brokers. I know a lot of professional traders will use it. Fractional shares, I think, are just some of the best things that you can have for when you're first trading out. Like, all right, let's take a look at my Robinhood portfolio. I have automated investments going into SPY, which is the S&P 500. I have $5 a week, $5 a week going into SPY, and I'm up $15. It's just like $15 that I would not have had if I didn't have fractional shares, you know? TradeStation has a subsidiary called TradeStation Global, where trades are executed through interactive brokers. You learn something new every day. I feel like you could just skip the middleman and just go straight to interactive brokers. I think they're free. Depends who you are. If interactive brokers is free, I am unsure. I know options are gonna not. I'm just reading the chat. Before these topics, you are more on US mostly cards and stuff, as well as hotels, travel, etc. Nowadays, you're a machine, dude. Thanks, man. You're a machine. Don't even get me started. But yeah, I'm trying to expand, even though most of my audience is in the US. Actually, can I show YouTube analytics? You're allowed to do that on the stream, right? People do it all the time. Doesn't matter. Anyway, most of my audience is in the US. But some people are not in the US, and Canada is actually one of the bigger areas for financial cards. Now, Chase, I believe, left Canada for their credit cards, which is fine. They can, they can do whatever they want to. But it does remove Chase, which is one of the best places for, like, credit cards to get if you're in Canada. No, I know Canada's not EU, but American Express is still there. Their platinum card is really good in the EU, or in Canada. I don't know what it is in EU. I assume it's something. But yes, 77% of my audience is US. There we go. In case you wanted to see. Also, 3.9% of your subscribers. Come on, guys. Let's pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. So, anyway, Jelly, if you wanted, or any other person in the EU or globally wanted to get in on fractional shares, check out Interactive Brokers for their global fractional shares. Because even though TradeStation is global, I'm not positive they have fractional shares. I guess we'll find out in a second. I know Schwab does. But yeah, I've never heard of TradeStation having fractional shares. So if I were you, I would go with Interactive Brokers, just to make things super easy, And I know there's some weird interactive brokers where there's no fee. Let's see. I know. Let's see Europe. Oh, I don't know where you live, Shelly. I'm Russian. Just kidding. I don't think it is. The minimum per order is $4 to $10. Oh, that's kind of a lot considering if you're doing like $10 a week or something. Just investing, it makes things a little bit difficult. But yeah, I think because if you're doing $10 trades, you can't bust. The Balkans. I don't. That's not even an option right here. It's not done. No, I don't see it. Well, in Southeastern Europe. Croatia. Let's find. Hey, Jelly. I'm running out of. I don't even know. Apparently, if you live in the UK, you can get commission-free ETPs. But I just cannot find your country. Did I like miss it? Does it count in like Asia Pacific? There's no, it's in the same. It would have found it. I don't know, man. Either way, it seems like with fees, fractional investing becomes very difficult because if you're buying $10 at a time, then the commission is $10. You gotta get stream famous, be the most famous person from your country, and then you can live wherever you want. You can do geographical arbitrage, like I talked about in one of my videos, where you go somewhere and then you live there for cheaper. Germany. I work with a few people from Germany. I like the Germans. I don't think you can always say that, but I like them. I think the Germans are cool. They make great beer, great food. Took a few years of German in my high school days anyway. Anyone in the chat have any ideas for stocks for the next month? Maybe some things to add, things to consider? Well, it's like, I'm curious to see a channel. It's the accent. People do love the accent, Jelly. You're right. I'm curious to see if a channel based in India isn't the most subscribed channel in India. Most subscribed YouTube channel. E-Series. That's pretty Indian. Yes, they're an Indian company. But what I want to know is, are most of their viewers Indian, or what is their, what's their stuff? What's their ratios for their audience? I just don't know where they are. I think it'd be interesting to know. They don't. They probably won't release that information either, unless you can somehow get it. Anyway, fractional shares. If you're doing $150 orders, what's really annoying is that a lot of these people, so in Germany, for example, with interactive brokers, you pay 0.12% of the trade value, which could be a lot. And on a no maximum or maximum $100, I don't want to pay $100 just to invest in a company. That's annoying. Zach's been researching SPACs, which are special acquisition companies. For anyone who didn't know, they help companies come to the market by providing the funds, sort of. You're opening yourself up to that sphere. Have I got any experience trading them pre-merger? I personally do not have any investing experience investing in SPACs pre-merger. However, Darren Jackson TV, well, you can see that I'm live. You can also see what my recommendations are. Darren over here, talks about SPACs quite frequently. Wow, I can't speak. And so, I know a couple of his videos are on SPACs, which are really good. So if you want to check him out, you could, because he's got some good research on SPACs. I personally don't like to invest in SPACs because the way I see it is that they're just waiting to find a company to merge with, and that company might not even end up being successful. In Fisker's case, Fisker just merged with the SPAC. Really, they're gonna do family support registry? Fisker just merged with a SPAC, and they're on here. What am I doing wrong? Okay, whatever. All right, Fisker just merged with some company. I forget the name of it. I did a video on it. Go me. And they're doing fine, but you never know if the company is gonna come around and have a product, because they're really just waiting for another company that they can help out. So in my eyes, I'd rather just invest in that company that was initially there instead of the merger. But you can make pretty speculative investments with them, and it's not a terrible idea. Let's see if we can find out FSR. Fisker SPAC. And see kind of like what you could have done. Foreign energy acquisition. Okay. So they, on the stock market, what were they at before they closed? SPAC. Okay, cool. I don't think it'll change to. Okay, cool. They're at $8.96 FSR when they opened. The 5-year. We'll hit year to date because it was recent. Right here, they opened at $10. So while you could get in at $9 and potentially, hopefully, make up money, if you look at the max time, like it's just news based on events. Like, oh, they're sitting at 10. Oh, news of Fisker. Let's shoot them up to 16. There's no like organized business to a SPAC, if that makes sense. But if you like speculative investments, go for it. You can also check out options. You can check out the wheel method. That's a good way to use options if you want to. Make some consistent income. Some people like that. Like that video. Quite a bit of people, I think, did, actually. But for me, I'll stick away from SPACs. I'll wait till they invest. Like, I'd rather invest in Fisker than SPAC. But you do you. I mean, that's just your preference. We got any other topics out there that anybody wants to hear about before I turn off the stream? Because we've talked about the portfolio being up 13% on E-Trade. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then Robinhood up 11%. New savings accounts going on. ARK. Opinions on ARK. Different ETF types. Innovation tech. What are the ARK? I feel like I'm so out of the loop. Survival game. Innovation tech, etc. I think I actually just... Oh, wait, do you mean these? These ARK funds. Oh, I see. ARK funds is pretty cool. I am all for companies. Thanks, Jelly. Thanks for joining too. I appreciate it. I'll keep filming if you keep streaming. So I am all for companies that invest in new generation technologies. In fact, my recent video was on green energy, which I think could be huge in the future. ARK looks like they're doing some of the same things, which I think is great. I mean, genomic revolution, no matter what you believe about the human genome and whatever, having a company that invests in this is pretty cool. And to be able to see different CRISPR technologies and, you know, bioinformatics come out is very cool. Actually, now that you bring this up, I am going to add this to my portfolio. I didn't even know this was a thing, but I think CRISPR technologies could be huge. Some of these ARK things, I'm most excited about this one. I haven't seen too much of the other one, but yeah, I'm most excited about definitely genomic revolution. I think that's very cool. Autonomous transportation, that's another cool one. But then again, you have companies like NVIDIA and Tesla coming up with their own autonomous technology, which is also very cool. Do that too if you want to. This is very interesting. There was Band. That was an ETF. Okay. I knew that wasn't going to be a good Google search, but I did it anyway. Alright, bam. Which is an ETF for global wind energy. I mean, oh. It's an ETF for global wind energy. I think that's pretty cool. I know my electricity that I actually, I purchase, I use Excel Energy. I mentioned them in the video. But with them, and not even with them, with other companies out there too, not just Excel does it, but you can choose to invest in a wind company or choose to buy wind power. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You can choose to buy wind power through them, which is what I've done consistently over the past many years because I think it's just a good thing to do. And then we have FAN, this great ETF for global wind energy, which I think is similar to these ARC funds, which, again, very excited about this genomic revolution. That could be big in many years. I don't know how quickly it'll happen, but didn't Trump's vaccine have some sort of... All right, we're not getting it. Any other questions? I think that's about it. Don't want to make this video too long. Beginning, we talked about portfolio, which is pretty good. Then we got other stuff. So that is all. I'm gonna thanks everybody for joining this stream and coming out and just having a good time while I talk about random stuff on the internet. Because again, if you want to see SPACs, check out Darren Jackson. Fisker, I'd invest in over a SPAC personally. But last question, got it. I will live stream every single month for a portfolio review. I might do it more often, depending on how things go, but Jelly. Yeah, I'll live stream at least once at the end of every month. Hoping to bring people on as guests. Oh shoot. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, you can join my Discord if you want for a chat. I'll always be in there. So you can click the link in the description, I think it is. You can join my Discord and we can hang out. We can have chats. Doesn't need to be live, but I'll always be live every month, once a month, at the end of the month to talk about the portfolio and stuff. Jelly, I'll see you on your stream Wednesday, and I'll see everyone else on the next stream or the next video or the next comment or the next Discord. I mean, and you, Zach, I actually liked your questions. Very good questions. I'm gonna need to do a video on that ARC. I think that's pretty cool. So thanks again for coming out, everybody, and have a good rest of your night. Enjoy, grab a drink. I kind of wish I did earlier for the stream, but whatever. Have a good one, everyone.